Okay. Good morning. Good morning if you are in Eastern time. Good evening if you are in another time zone. I would love it if you came on camera. We get the most interaction when we can see each other's faces. Good morning to Wayne. How you doing? Sharon, Loretta. Is this Loretta from South Africa? Loretta? Let's see if she puts her face on today. Hi, Sharon. Okay, I'm going to share the screen once more. I just wanted to see everyone's face larger. Good morning, Annaline. Is this how I say your name, Annaline?
Yes, you said it perfectly. Thank you,
Oh,
Amy.
lovely, lovely. Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm just going to do a little so that we can see the screens and just get some more information going. Okay. Ooh, I'm having a bit of a menopausal hot flash at the moment. Ah, it is you, Loretta. Good morning. Good afternoon. I can only
Amy,
see.
hi everybody.
Good morning. Okay. All right. I'm going to open up the chat, and if you would like to open your mic or just type in the chat, um, I'd love to hear what made you join today? What inspired you to be on the call? What about Embrace Your Brilliance made you go, that sounds interesting? Oh, in the chat or just unmute yourself. I'd love to hear what's going on with you today. Sharon, no problem. Finish your lunch. We don't want you hangry on the call, so eat up whatever sandwich you've got going on there. um, I started doing this Embrace Your Brilliance workshop because I wanted people to integrate with their soul color, their CEO color, which we're going to be looking at today. And I wanted to kind of play around with how we can brighten that color or in certain emotions will reduce the intensity and how it's just a decision to increase your brilliance in the day. So change your vibe, up your frequency. Like that's what we're talking about here. And when you know your CEO color, it gives you a little focus point rather than just trying to think of what does increasing my vibe look like. If I can imagine my soul's color and I can see it getting brighter or I can feel it getting less intense. It's a visual marker so that you can actually um, like visualize what it looks like to get more, to get brighter, to get happier, to change your mood, to go from one state to another when you're feeling a little wonky. Does that make sense? So, oh, Sharon, thank you. Because okay, so Sharon is learning to embrace her brilliance. Yes. And being in the energy field of other people who are doing their best to raise their frequency, your environment really makes a difference. You know, when you walk in a room and you can feel the energy and you go, oh, like I just want to get out of here. Like you know when you walk into a space where it's low vibration or someone's having a moment and you just need to escape. And then you come into a space where people are like energized and happy to be here and they raise the vibration, and that's what everyone on this call does. Oh, good morning, Sharon. There you are. um so I want to check in right now and see where we're all at as far as brilliance goes. So let's see, on this scale, if you can see the scale, where are you feeling right now? Brilliance being, happy or just, happy to wake up this morning. What's your mood? What level are you at right now in this moment? Just type it in the chat so we can all see. Loretta's at a 5. That's a good place to start. Marianne's at a 7, and Aline's at an 8. Good. Awesome. Okay. Sharon at a 10. That's because you just ate. Everyone's happy when they just ate. Amazing. Okay, perfect, perfect. Nice. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just give a little bit of a description about what all these bottles are behind me. I know that some of you are aware of what they are, and some of you, even like Dwayne, have them in the background of you as well, which is amazing. So color has been around since things with eyes have been around. We've seen color. We've seen it to tell us what is safe, to tell us what is not safe. It's been around us for everywhere, like millennia. And sometimes we take it for granted. There's people out there who cannot see color, who are color blind, who are blind altogether. So when we get to see, look around in the space you're in right now and notice the colors that are around you and take in what that means, that the privilege it is to be able to get to see these colors around you and look out the window and see the sky and the sunshine and rainbows and all of that. So the color mirror system, which is a system of these bottles that sit behind me, it's an energy system. It's like an oracle card deck that you can bath in. And when we say bath in it, we want you to get the color into your body so that the energy and frequency of that can get into your cells and actually shift the energy in your body. So these bottles are made up of oil and water, and then they're infused with color through natural sources, and they have natural essences, floral essences in them as well. And they're infused with a whole lot of magic down in South Africa by this lovely woman named Melissa Jolly. And the Color of Wisdom book that you see on the screen right now is a massive collection of stories and descriptions about what each of these bottles mean. Every bottle has a message behind it. So when you choose a bottle and you say this one over your shoulder is jumping out at me, Amy, then we look at the message and the color that's in that. And then we can see what's going on in your life in this moment. It might reveal a gift. It might reveal a block you're having. It might be confirmation of something, just like an oracle card deck that you would, shuffle and choose a card. There's no shuffling necessary because we'd break the bottles, but there is definitely going to be a bottle that jumps out at you. And when you notice it, that's when you want to take a look at what's in it. So the whole system is used interactively between you and the bottles and myself as the translator of the language of color. And then there's another way we work with it, which is through numerology and color. So we look at numerology as an ancient system that takes numbers and gives you meanings behind them and their significance. So if you've seen like multiple numbers, 333 or 55, or you're seeing the same kinds of numbers all day long, this is the universe giving you messages. So to pay attention to those. And every number is attached to a color. So for today, we're going to be doing a calculation of your birthday, and then we're going to see what your soul color is, to see what your CEO color is. And some of you know this already and some of you don't. So the CEO color is a calculation of your birthday. So let's just do this again for those who forget. You're going to take the day you were born, the month you were born, and the year you were born, and then you're going to put plus signs in between each of those numbers and then add them all up. If you've done this for yourself already, then maybe today you want to do it for your partner, for your child, for somebody else, and see what the message is for them when we discover their CEO color or their soul color, life path color. If you add up your whole amount and you get a double digit, then you want to add a plus sign between that double digit so that we keep adding until we get to a single digit. So this is March 25th, 1968, added up to get a 34, and then the 3 plus 4 is a 7. So everyone is at a single digit. So just put the single digit into the chat so we have a reminder of who's here and what's happening. Oh, Dwayne, a 7 moving to an 8. Excellent that you can be shifting already. Okay, Marianne is an 8. Excellent. Does anyone have any questions about doing this calculation here? Dwayne is a 7. Annalena is a 1. Ooh, nice. We have a 1 on the call today. Excelente. It's been a while since I've had a 1. Okay, perfect. So in the color mirror system, the first 9 bottles, these first 9 bottles up here, if you, can you see me? Where am I? Is my video on? Yes, it is. Can everyone see me? Yeah, okay, good. So the first 9 bottles up here on the screen as well are the life path colors, the CEO colors. So when we take a look at the number that you came up with, you want to right now in the chat, what color is associated with that number? So Annalene would be yellow. Dwayne would be turquoise. Loretta, also turquoise. Amy, also turquoise. We've got a trend going on in this call, I think. Sharon, I forget what color are you, my love? Oh, Sharon's doing 9 for her daughter. So that would be the red and orange. And you, Sharon, are the 4, which would be the yellow and turquoise. Yes, got it. Okay, perfect. So for those, like, this is good. I like a small, intimate little group so that we can chat about things. So how do you feel when you see your soul color, your CEO color, turquoise or yellow? Annalene, what's yellow feel like for you when you see this color? Maybe I'll ask you to unmute. Oh, are you typing? Oh, brightness, yes. Like the sun, of course. Is anybody violently opposed to their color that has just been revealed to them? No. I know. I think for me, my turquoise color, I have always loved it. I think since the first trip to Mexico and I saw that beautiful turquoise stone and I thought, oh, this is amazing. I really love it. And I've always been drawn to jewelry with the turquoise stones in it. And then, of course, I find out when I started this color journey about 7 years ago that I am a turquoise life path. I'm a turquoise CEO. So it kind of makes sense. Anyway, let's move on here. Each of the numbers and colors is also associated with a planet. So the first 9 bottles are associated with a planet as well. So number 1 is the sun, number 2 is the moon, number 3 is Jupiter. And so these planets do not really coincide with your particular birthday. Like if you are ruled, if I'm Mars, so I would be ruled sorry, I am an Aries, so that is ruled by Mars. That is not how this bit works here. So the planet that is associated with your life path color or your CEO color is not necessarily the same planet that is your ruling planet for your birthday, if that makes sense. It's associated with the bottle color in this instance. Now, the sun and the planets have the same sort of attributes and characteristics, but they are also included in your life path color. So the astrological aspects of the planet or the sun or the moon, it's still the same, but now you get to experience it through the color, which is pretty cool. Okay. So in the edition that we did before, it was my birthday. So I'm a life path 7, as I mentioned. And we've got this turquoise CEO going on here. And now that we found out what your life path color is, we're going to just get into a bit of a description of each life path. So if you haven't done this for you, then this message is about you. If you are doing it for someone else, like if you're choosing your daughter or your son or your partner, then just kind of see how this little description works out in terms of their personality. So let's see how this checks out. So we're going to start with number 1, and we have a number 1 yellow girl on the call today, which is great. Annalene, ruled by the sun. This is the first number in our system. This is the first color in our system. And this is you being a cosmic radiant luminary. So what does that mean as far as a business person goes? You have the ability to shine brightly out at a crowd. So being up on a stage, people will be automatically drawn to your warmth, to the way you do leadership. It is, if you think of the sun, you would think of it as the sort of center of the universe, which puts you in the center of your people's universe. And if you are, if you have a tribe, if you are an entrepreneur, if you have people, clients, then your clients are going to follow you like worshipers, like sun worshipers on the beach. They're going to just be like, oh, and what's Annalene got to say today? And they'll just tune in because everybody wants to be in the presence of the sun. Cloudy days are nice for maybe taking some really moody pictures, but when it comes to just being able to speak your message out into the world to the people that need to hear it, they will hear it, because you will draw in the people that want to be in the presence of your sun. And then we also have to be careful because the sun is bright and hot. And if you piss off the sun, it'll shoot out a solar flare, like boom. So just duck. And for the sun, it's good for you to remember that you do have the ability to maybe get a little hot, or maybe when you were younger, or just kind of knee-jerk react, because you have like this sun goddess thing where you can just take your sword and shoot it down and hurt people without even knowing it, maybe just by your communication. So just be aware that if you are working with a sun CEO, you just want to treat them as if they are the center of the universe, and don't make them upset, really, is a good thing. We don't have any 2s here today, but I'll just click. Oh, wait, do we? No, we don't. If you have someone in your life who is a 2, This is ruled by the moon, and they are super compassionate people. And they make really amazing partners for the sun, because the sun is what glows the moon. If the moon, if the blue person is the CEO, they will need someone to shine light on them so they can reflect out to the world their message. They may need someone to write the speeches for them, or someone to physically put a light on them on the stage. Not just like general light in the room, but like maybe there is a spotlight on them so that they can shine brightly. And this will also stop them from being able to see the audience. If the light is in their face, they won't be able to see who's in front of them, and that will allow them to be a little less intimidated by the crowd. Where the sun needs to see the room and wants to see all eyes on them, the moon doesn't necessarily want to see you. It just wants to shine in the night sky and just give from that perspective, if we're talking about being on stage. The other thing the blue person will do is reflect any praise, any job well done onto those around them. So they won't take any accolades. It's a lesson that they have to learn to receive, right? The moon needs to learn how to receive. And so the moon and the blue people will say, oh, I didn't do anything. It was all my staff, or my writer wrote this speech. So if you're going to thank anyone, write them. Like deflecting any kind of accolades that come their way. So the message for blue, the lesson for blue is to be able to receive nicely. They are the one that would be sitting in a boardroom just observing. And then at the end of the day, they'd probably give like this super awesome idea that just comes out of the blue, because they're just good observers and they listen, and then they can strategize in their heads while everyone's talking, and then give like, oh, well, so, what do you think about this idea? And everyone will just have jaw drops and go, oh my God, where did that come from? So that's the blue person. Number threes. We don't have any number threes, but what we do have is a bunch of sevens. And the coral color is the complementary color to the sevens. So even though we'll get into the sevens in a bit, this can also be, your complementary color can also be an aspect of you. So coral is the number 3. Coral, ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet. It's the most expansive planet. And I love meeting coral people because they're usually like very outgoing, very charismatic, kind of like the actors of the world would be coral kind of people. They're ambitious. They're able to direct. They can what would they be? They probably make really good salespeople, because they would really captivate their target, their prospect. The coral person is really quite amazing at selling an idea, a vision of, say, a number 7 person. The coral person would be able to see the vision of that and then take it to the audience and be able to bring it to life and really engage people and get people interested in it, just because you love the coral people and you want to be around them so much because they're just so cool. I'd love to do, I think I'm going to do some work on actors and see what colors they are, what their soul colors are, and just see how accurate this all is. And then you can look at their style of acting and see what color core is under there, because anyone can be an actor, but it might be the characteristics of or the lessons that the actor draws from that would really show the kind of soul color they are. Okay, number 4, which is Sharon, I think, is a number 4. Yeah. So there's two bottles in the first 9 that have 2 colors in them. It's like a dual personality thing going on, not like bipolar or anything crazy. It just means that the number 4 is the yellow turquoise combination, the yellow on top, the turquoise on the bottom. The yellow on top meaning like the sun is on top of the ocean, if you can see the bottle as that. And when you're looking at the bottle, the deep turquoise part, it's like the sort of that deep dark ocean, not necessarily the turquoise floaty on top with your, your tequila shot. It's not sitting on top of the ocean. It's going deep. And so when Sharon is going to want to go deep with her clients in order to bring them up and show them what the light looks like, what that sun looks like. They're quite empathetic as entrepreneurs because they have the ability to be very logical and academic. At the same time, they have this sort of spiritual teacher thing going on, which allows them to have a connection to those that are also kind of woo-woo. So Sharon can have a conversation with the president of an accounting firm just as easily as she can have a conversation with a spiritual healer. Like, they have this ability to morph into these two worlds, which is really cool. It also means that they can attract those kinds of clients. In their marketing, they want to be aware that they can grab those two kinds of clients. The planet for the yellow turquoise combo is Uranus, and it is the lightning planet. So in the number 4 or the turquoise yellow's career path, it would be like, oh, I'm going to change direction all of a sudden. It's like Uranus is the planet of lightning and disruption. So that person would be able to probably turn on a dime or become a change maker. Like, Sharon has the ability to take a concept and turn it into like an Airbnb. So where it disrupted the whole hotel industry, Sharon's energy, color energy behind her allows her to have that kind of disruption in any industry, really, whatever she sets her mind to. So let's move on. Okay, any questions so far? You can put them in the chat. I'm sort of keeping an eye on that if you have any questions. Or you can feel free to unmute yourself. Number 5 is green, and I don't see any 5, so we're going to go quick through that. Greens are the nurturers. They're all about nature. They're the tree huggers. They're the balancers. They would be the ones in the meetings that would be the mediators. They make good lawyers. They have the ability to see both sides of a situation. So anything in negotiations, negotiations, that kind of thing. I think they would make really, really great mediators for sure, because they position themselves color-wise and numerically inside the middle of the line. So they are in the middle of the 1 to 9. So that means that they get to be the balancers. Also, if they are sitting in this meeting, they have a lot of power in an executive situation, because they can either bring an entire company together and unite them with a vision, or they can be the one that plants the seed of doubt and then that company just disintegrates, because they have this ability to be the balancing act, to be the center of the teeter-totter. And one move this way and the whole thing falls. And one move this way and the whole thing takes off into the stratosphere. They would be a good, if you could find out what color someone is you're hiring, they would be a really great, not financial, but like operating officer. They would keep things organized and get things moving so that the whole business runs smoothly. And if you are a green CEO and you have a business, it would be very good of you, because green is obviously the color of nature and expansion and new beginnings and all of that. You would want to have something like give back to the planet somehow. Like whether your office is structured in a way that you're eco-friendly, or you are taking a portion of your proceeds, profits, and giving them back to the planet somehow, save the whales, save the water, save something, like plant a tree kind of thing. So if you're a green company, you should really, really be looking at giving back to the planet in some way. You're welcome, Sharon. You're welcome. Okay. Pinks. Do we have any pinks in the crowd? Look at this. Just a lot of 7s and 9s, no pinks. Okay, good. Pink is ruled by Venus, the goddess of love, as we all know. She is all about beauty, 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 and by beauty, not always meaning facially beautiful, but beautiful surroundings, opulent spaces, beautifully functioning technical stuff, like your website is functioning properly. And when somebody goes there, they're not getting an error message. Oh, that would just be awful to a pink person. Like, can you believe my website just went down? Like that, they would just die. Or, if they have a physical space, it's going to be beautiful. It's got to be beautiful because you're putting out that pink energy. And so if you have a shop or an office, even if it's a home office or even if it's a corner in your home, it needs to be beautiful. So when you are in that space, you radiate that pink energy out to your potential clients or clients. And then, if somebody comes in, if it's like a treatment room or a physical space of some kind where the public is going to come in, just make sure there's nothing on the floor. There's nobody's brought in leaves or anything. Like clean up right away, so that it's always looking beautiful. Because when you're looking at the pink energy, it is extremely important for them to provide a beautiful opportunity for someone. It's like they want to be an example of what is available for you, so you can live this life too. The number 6 person can also in their business, they can kind of charge whatever they want because everybody loves them. Like the love energy is in their aura field, so you can never be questioning what you charge if you're a pink person. Whatever you put out there, people will pay. You will attract them. So this also means, though, when you're having a sales conversation or when you're putting out a price, you never want to do that thing if you're a 6 person in particular. But you know how some people have like $99 and then they scratch it out and they put, now it's at $49. If you're a 6 person, do not do that. No discounts. You don't want to have somebody thinking you're cheap, because it's really hard to be cheap and beautiful. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, into the turquoise story. This turquoise color is ruled by Neptune. These are the visionaries. They're quite influential. They're great leaders. If they're humming along at their perfect turquoise frequency, then there's a level of spirituality that's coming into their business. So whether it is the fact that they start their day with a gratitude session, or they're meditators, or they use affirmations throughout the day, or like they full on are spiritual healers or spiritual teachers or Reiki masters, like there's an element of spirituality that is touching their business, and it must, because the more sevens you've got in your birth lineup, the more connected you should be to that spiritual concept. They're the visionaries, so they've got probably a bazillion ideas running through their head, and whether they try them or not, it's important to get a journal and write down those visionary ideas that come into the seven's head, whether you get to them in this moment or it takes a little bit, but they're always ahead of their time, like the visions that come out. And so perhaps sometimes the ideas may not be well received by everyone, but at some point they will be. And so don't give up, number 7 CEOs, on these little visions that you have, or these sort of downloads from the divine. Yes. Okay, good. One note for later. Yeah, that, see, like Dwayne's a 7, and he's now keeping notes on these really brilliant ideas, because I mean, I'm a 7 as well, and I do this. Oh my God, that is a wicked awesome idea. I should really do that or write it down. But for me, sometimes I drop everything that I'm doing for the next shiny squirrel that runs by. And so really I need to take a notebook and write it down, and in good timing, take a look at it and notice if it's distracting me, because 7s are easily distracted. Or if it's on path, on point with what I'm working on currently. So you don't want to lose the ideas. You just want to make sure the idea is it for now or is it for later? So keep that book of awesome ideas going. Okay, number 8 I know is Miss Marianne. Do we have any other 8s in the crowd? 8 is Marianne. I think that's it. Okay, good. Saturn is the planet that rules this violet color. And Saturn is it's like a slow, methodical process for these people. They like to have their ducks in a row. They like to have a plan to move forward, which, I mean, Marianne works with me, and so she deserves a gold star because I drag her all over the place, when really I think she loves working with a plan, and I just keep changing the plan. So as a turquoise person, a violet partner is really great, because they'll sort of redirect the energy from the squirrel back to the focus. And that's what she does. She brings you back into the focus. So I'm thinking that if you have somebody on your team that is always focused on the legacy, what's the purpose at the end of the day? And the violet people are always looking out for that. What is this thing we're doing going to do for the future of humanity? How is it going to impact those when you're no longer here? Is it going to be something that outlives you? And mostly when they create something, it's always about the end game. And so Marianne, can I tell the story about your store? Are you okay if I do that? Yeah. Yeah. So as an example, Marianne is a Violet CEO, and Marianne is moving to Canada, and her in the Philippines, she had 2 businesses, and she's selling those. She sold them, yay. But when she was speaking to me about selling them, her whole focus was on the employees, and she has this deep heart connection with her employees, and she wanted to make sure that when she sold the business, that they would be okay, thinking ahead of not just how much money am I going to get for my business and I'm going to run to Canada. It's like, I need to know that my people are going to be taken care of, and that they will love this new person, and that will allow them to move forward, right? Yeah, that's like a Violet CEO in full blown Yes, lovey glory. Yes, Sharon, exactly, right? So even though they can seem sometimes a little non-emotional just because it's like old father time and we have stuff to do, their heart is always, always, always looking for the people that are involved and for the future of them. So lovely that you were able to like live out that violet energy in such beauty, Marianne, such beauty. We've already had our little cries about this, so I'm not gonna go there again. But I am very happy that you were able to sell that and everyone was happy and you get to come to Canada just relieved and focused on the next thing that you can create as a legacy. Okay, and now number 9's the second bottle in the lineup of 9 that has 2 colors. We've got the red root chakra and we've got the orange sacral chakra energy going on in this bottle. I like to think of this Mars energy as the partner of so the coral energy also would probably take a visionary idea and run with it and be a great salesperson. But man, the Mars person, the one who's ruled by this, the orange, the red, they're going to grab the idea and they don't give a crap if nobody's ready for this idea yet. They will burn a trail to everyone who will want to be a part of it. So if you think about those with a mission of it's never been done before. So it wouldn't be Mark Zuckerberg, it would be his team that would be the red people that go, oh my God, this is an amazing idea. What can we do with it? And just blaze forward with it. What's another example I can give? They can also take sort of an outlandish idea, but transform it, maybe tweak it a little bit, and then take it and make it so that the world would want it. So maybe the idea of the original. Can everyone still hear me? Thumbs up. Okay, I'm just getting some weird error messages over here, and I just don't know. Okay, good. Okay, so the Mars, the red and orange person is going to take this idea that's a little outlandish. They're going to tweak it a little to make it more earth friendly, human friendly, because they've got that root chakra energy in there, and they will then take it to the market and be able to sell it like crazy. I think the Mars people have a lot of energy in their bodies, so they would probably not make great people on stage, but they will be the ones who are running around like mad people trying to organize behind the stage, or not even organize. They would be barking orders at those who would do the job. So like, you go check the lights and you go check the mic and you do this. Like, they would be good at really getting people together to put on a really great show, or to get the job done. Essentially, they're get the job doners. That is the group, the 1 to 9 descriptions, brief descriptions about what each of the colors mean as far as being a CEO goes, and there's so much more. Oh, that was good. Spot on for your daughter. Nice. Okay, well, now you know what kind of business person she is. These colored bottles work in personal life. They work as life path soul color, and there's a lot of messages behind these bottles for people in life in general. But I love to take the messages in these bottles and turn it around and sort of translate it into, how does this work for business? Because we can really uncover a lot of stuff in our business when we actually look at the numerology of you, the CEO behind the business, and also do the numerology of the business name itself, And then there's different sections of like, how do I market? And there's an energy to that. And what does it look like behind the scenes? And there's an energy to that. And then what does it look like as a total company vision? And there's messages for that. So this is an outline because I don't have a 30-second elevator pitch. I can't tell people what I do in 30 seconds. Like, it just ain't happening. So this is why I do these workshops as well. So like you can see what the bottles are capable of, the messages that are in this, the confirmations or the information. And the easiest way to show people that something is accurate is to show them it's accurate by giving this description. And if it fits with you, then it's really cool. And then you might want to know some more information about it, right? So now we're going to go into the welcome Nadira and welcome Lynn. I'm sorry I just kept blethering on there, but I was in a role talking about the colors. So welcome. And if you, I believe Nadira knows her soul color. I'm not sure if Lynn, I'm not sure what Lynn this is. So Lynn, are you aware of color mirrors or the numerology, or have you been on a call before? Hi Nadir, I can see you chatting. Lynn, if you just want to chat in whether you know what's going on here or not. And if you do not, oh, aware of color mirrors. Okay, awesome. So if you know your CEO color, your soul path color, which is your birthday, year, day, month, and year, don't know my soul color. Okay, Lynn, if you can, I'm just going to quickly go back to the one page and then you can calculate this out. Okay. Then you're going to take the day, month, and year you were born, and you're going to put a plus sign in between each number and add it up. So 25/03/1968 adds up to 34, and then we put a plus between the 34 to get the number 7. So if you can just type in the chat what number you end up with. Oh, a 1. Perfect. So then your life path color is yellow, or the CEO color is yellow. So just keep that in mind because we're going to go into the meditation, the visualization right now. And this is the color that you want to be able to focus on. Okay. All right. So as usual, feel free to turn off your video. I will be turning off my video because where are we here? Yes. Because I'll be, just reading and getting into the visualization, and it's not necessary for people to see us when we're, flaking out or relaxing. So I'm going to start the visualization now with some music. While you are getting sorted, just do a little shakeout, just stop video for me. Okay, good. I want you just to relax into your seat. Wherever you're at the moment is perfect. Just begin by finding a comfortable position, as quiet a place as you can be. If you want to lie down, you're perfectly welcome to lie down. Just close your eyes gently and take a few deep cleansing breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose, filling your lungs, and exhale slowly through your mouth, letting go of any tension. As you continue to breathe deeply, I just want you to let go of the outside world and turn your focus inward. Allow your body to relax completely, starting with your toes, your feet, your shins and your knees, your thighs, your abdomen, your chest, and your shoulders. Your arms, your neck, and all the way up to your crown. Just feel any tension melting away as you sink deeper into relaxation. I want you to visualize yourself standing in a vast, serene landscape, whatever that looks like to you. And before you, there is a beautiful, ethereal mist that shimmers with a multitude of iridescent colors, just hovering over this landscape far off into the distance. And I'd like you to take a moment to connect with your breath. Inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly. And with each breath, allow yourself to become more attuned to the energy of the mist in front of you. And as you stand on this magnificent landscape, I want you to gently extend your hands towards this mist. Reach out in front of you, and as you touch the mist, feel a warm and welcoming energy enveloping you. The mist begins to transform, swirling and shifting until it condenses into a radiant ball of colored light in your hand. And now I want you to picture the color of your soul filtering into this ball of light in the palm of your hand. This yellow, blue, the turquoise or swirling red and orange. Just picture this ball in front of you. This is your soul color, the embodiment of your true self. And as you observe your soul color, notice its intensity and vibrancy. Does it shine brightly, or is it more subdued? This color is a reflection of your emotional state. And emotions have the power to either enhance or dim its radiance. Just take a few moments to explore and play with your soul's color. Play with this light. And notice how feelings of love and joy and gratitude make your soul color shine brighter. Understand that your soul color is a mirror of your emotions, and you have the power to influence its brilliance. And now I invite you to envision your soul color merging with your own energy field, your own auric field. Imagine it wrapping around you like a cocoon, infusing you with its unique qualities. Feel its warmth and wisdom as it becomes an integral part of your being. And from the soles of your feet, imagine the color as being through the soles and up into your shins, into your thighs, up into your base chakra, at the base of your spine. Visualize your soul color gently entering this chakra, grounding you and enhancing your sense of security and stability. Imagine the color of your soul now moving up into your sacral chakra in the lower abdomen area of your body. And feel your soul's color nurturing your creativity and passion and bringing a sense of vitality and joy into that energy center. Helping you reignite the passion for what you do in business, helping you ignite your passion for serving your community, serving your tribe. Tapping into that creativity. And when you're ready, I'd like you to move your soul's color up into your solar plexus, the upper abdomen. Allow your soul color to charge and empower your I am center, infusing that energy center with confidence, radiating with inner strength. Taking that with you, connecting it with any goals that you've got for your future business. Where can you use this inner strength in your life today? And then I'd like you to move this soul color up into your heart chakra, the center of your chest, and let your soul color expand with your heart, promoting love, compassion, and harmony for yourself, for clients, for potential clients that are on their way to you now. Call them in with this heart chakra. And then we're going to move up into the throat chakra, allowing your soul color to flow into your throat, into your vocal cords, supporting clear communication and authentic expression of you. And when you leave here today, you'll be speaking through the color of your soul, allowing it to connect with those who are meant to hear what you have to say. And now we're going to move up into the third eye chakra, between the eyebrows. I want you to feel your soul color awakening your intuition and your wisdom, and then enhancing your perception, allowing yourself to be open to receive any ideas that come your way. The last stop on our journey is the crown chakra at the top of the head. And I'd like you to visualize yourself connecting to a higher spiritual awareness, and just listen for any messages that may come down, that may exchange between yourself and your higher self. And as your soul color harmonizes with each chakra, notice how it brings balance and vitality to your entire being. You're now fully integrated with your soul color, aligning with your true essence. This is who you are in color. Take a few moments to bask in the radiance of your soul color and the harmony it brings to your mind, to your body, and to your spirit. Allow this color to radiate out and around and up into the heavens and down to the core of the earth, and keep this exchange moving, this energy moving, giving and receiving, allowing it to fully integrate with you and this planet and those around you. Know that your soul color is always with you, a guiding light on your life's journey. I encourage you to embrace it and nurture it and allow it to lead you towards greater self-awareness and fulfillment. And as you go about your day, remember the wisdom of your soul colors and the beautiful integration you've experienced. Carry this inner light with you, sharing its warmth and positivity with the world around you. And when you're ready, slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. Wiggle your fingers and your toes and gently stretching your body. Open your eyes, feeling refreshed and revitalized. And when you're ready, just turn your video down. Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello, Loretta. Okay. So how was that? Nadira. Would you care to share, Nadira, if you take your mic off, or are you just at a break right now?
Yeah, that was quite something. The music was so powerful and very deep, actually.
I do love this music. It's a girl named Mei Lian. I can find the link. She does have a page on Facebook, and I just love how she just uses her voice and doesn't really say any words in her music. It's all just vocalizing, and I really love it.
Mm-hmm.
You are
Mm-hmm.
welcome, Sharon. Okay, so at the beginning, we put in the numbers of where we're at as far as the brilliance goes. I'm just wondering if this meditation visualization has increased, if you're at the same, if it's dragged you down. I'm hoping that's not the case, but even if we've moved the notch just one little bit, just notice that when you get in tune with the color of your soul, when you are able to play with the vibrancy, it's as easy as that in your life. You adjust a little bit and you get a little bit brighter, and then you see through those glasses a situation that may have appeared daunting, which now may not appear so daunting. So I'm not asking you to go from 0 to 100. I'm asking you to go from 5 to 6 or 6 to 7, because we can't do quantum leaps in adjusting our vibrancy if something is going a bit sideways, but we can, just choose a little bit more, a little bit higher up the scale, if that makes sense. Okay. I'm going to assume Mary Ann. Oh, good, good. Yay. Was that a 5? Now a 7. Awesome. Mary Ann's at a 9. Yay. Okay, good. This is good. And I mean what I say. I want to spread the love of color and allow people to tap into the transformative power of color. And these workshops are my way of just telling people about the energy of color. And I do them every single Wednesday. You are welcome to come every single Wednesday and follow along and do the meditations and see where you're at on the brilliant scale. I also do these workshops for groups. So if you've got a group, a Facebook group, or you have clients that you think would like to go through this process, I can do it in an hour. Or ideally it's an hour and a half. So if you have any groups that you think would benefit from this information, I'd love to talk about color. I could talk about it all day long. And for you, if you have not had a mini reading, or if you need another one, I am here, and we have, I think Mary Ann's just going to put up the link to book a mini session. And I think I'm here for a little bit longer. If anyone has any questions, I am on until 12:30. So if you have any questions, we can chat now. Oh, thank you, Mary. Yes, there's the mini reading. If you want to book a session with me, it's we go a little bit deeper than what we do on this call, because we can do it privately. And also, then I just talk about what the next steps are, like where we can go from there as far as working together, if that's a thing that you'd like to do. So the session is no charge, and you just book it at that Calendly link.